Hey, so not much has been happening lately in this game. Mostly we've been having repeated events and look at that. I just got to 666. That's nice. Of course that's going to get ruined now. I know. Yeah, not a lot has been. Oh no. Not much is really happening right now, though we have this Valentine's event. I think we already have it on global as well right now, but this has already been going on for a while. So we have a new free S level soon. That's nice. But yeah, we have this and I don't know why they had to remove that from the tavern, the mail box, but well, I guess it makes sense for it to be outside the tavern instead of inside of it, so in that sense I guess I understand. But yeah, so there are some letters. I think that was the first one. How's life treating you lately? We've handled our duties quite well with these past few days. The chill in the air shows no sign of letting up, and it seems even the bandits and merchants have decided to hunker down by their hearts. For once, the heroic order has been granted a rare and much-needed respite from the chaos. Not that peace and quiet isn't nice, it's just that after a while it starts to feel a bit boring, or maybe lonely? Then again, I doubt you'd understand that feeling. You, or oh so mighty mage, are always out and about on some marvelous adventure, right? Yep, that was a jab, and yeah, I'm griping that you never thought about inviting your loyal knight along. Next time you try sneaking off without me, I'm coming after you. Anyway, since we were bored, or lonely for that matter, we decided to hold a small spring fair in Holystone. Sure, it's the earliest of early spring, but everyone jumped at the chance to ditch their heavy clothes. Half of them ended up catching colds, but if you ask me, totally worth it. The vibe was so festive it felt like spring had already arrived. I've enclosed a few keepsakes from the fair. Hope you like them. And hey, if you get a chance, go out and enjoy the weather. It's just about perfect right now. Feeling a bit under the weather, Waylon. Yay. And redacted. It's been so long. Winter's finally behind us, and spring is on its way. Do they even have winter in the Ashen Waves? Anyway, sure, it's always hot around here, but every season has its own kind of heat. Right now, it's the kind that wakes you up and gets you moving. Okay. That's right, we're holding another ball. This one's to celebrate the first flower blooming on Mars Peak. It's a sign that spring's almost there, and what better time for everyone to gather and have some fun? By day, we'll be sparing because what are the Molders without a good old-fashioned tournament? It's in our blood after all. And when night falls, the real party begins. Remember those fireworks you made for the Emberlight Festival? People loved them so much we couldn't resist giving them a twist. Now they bloom into dazzling flowers across the night sky. With songs, dancing, and bonfires blazing, it feels like even spring itself has joined the celebration. I've enclosed a few little keepsakes from the festivities. If you got the chance, come and see it for yourself. Oh, Dino. It's kind of funny, because he seems like he does generally not give a fuck about mortal affairs, but I guess something like this is interesting enough for him. My dear Redacted, how have you been these days? Any delightful tales to share from the lands of fun and frolic? I'll be honest, I've been a bit bored. Can you believe it? You know that in between time when winter you know that in between time when winter's leaving but spring's not quite ready to take its place, it's the worst for throwing a proper bash. You can't have you can't have a snow weaving gathering without snow, and you can't enjoy flower viewing without flowers. The wine in the cellar is still aging, and the best seasonal dishes are stuck in the realm of ideas, waiting for the right ingredients. Even if I do manage to scrape together something festive, the weather scares off half the guests. And when I try to invite a few bards to liven things up, they just shrug and say there's nothing worth singing about. But finally, those dreary days are over. Buds are blooming, fresh green shoots everywhere, and the sun's getting warmer with each passing day. It's the perfect time to slip into something new, laugh till your cheeks hurt at a fair, and raise a glass to the season of new beginnings. Doesn't he always wear the same things? Now I want to see alternate outfits for Lionel. Anyway, that's exactly what I've been doing, and to bring a little joy your way, I've enclosed a few gifts. If they lift your spirits, all the better. Oh my god, I forgot to mute. Who does that? Anyway, redacted. It's been a while. For me, most days felt like a long, quiet winter. The soft fall of snow and the occasional crack of a breaking branch were the only sounds in the silence. Those moments were like tiny surprises. My own kind of melodies, if you will. I used to love watching the flicker of a candle, how those tiny flames could make forgotten, dusty corners glow like they were gilded. To me, it felt like the closest thing to sunlight. But then you came along, and for the first time, I saw what dawn really looks like. Man, that's some wifey line. Anyway, I saw what dawn really looks like. Walker told me that in Seartown, people are laughing and singing, having the time of their lives, and that the sun is warm, the grass is starting to grow, and the flower fields are more gorgeous than ever. Everyone's out in the great outdoors, enjoying this divine gift that is spring. For someone like me, who's only ever known winters, the spring opens up a whole new world for me. I've enclosed a small gift I picked up during one of these newfound moments of joy. I hope it carries some of this wonder along your way. May your journeys be safe. Yours faithfully, Carolina. Oh, I even got some more diamonds from her. That's nice. Well, She is a noble lady, so I guess that makes sense. Dionel, though, I mean, he's a celestial. I'm sure he could give me something more fancy than this some origami hamsters. But then his thing is that he doesn't give a fuck, so yeah. I guess they get better progressively. Like, message from Odie. It's been a while. How's life been treating you? Business has been good lately, so I figured it was time for a little break. This time of year is perfect, isn't it? The weather is neither too hot nor too dry, and for once, I don't feel buried under a mountain of work. What little I have to do, I can manage at my own pace. Because of that, I think I'm seeing a lot more folks just taking it easy on the road. Not that they're lazing around in a bad way, it's just that no one's spoiling for a fight at the drop of a hat anymore. Granted, bounty hunting jobs are still going on daily, but everyone seems more laid back about it. Right now, for example, I'm watching young couples strolling hand in hand back and forth along the street like they got all the time in the world. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh no, that's fine. You know what I'm talking about. Just sitting here and watching them brings peace to my mind. I've enclosed some tasty little snacks I found. Perfect with a cup of tea. If you get some free time, why not swing by Alkali and long in the sun with me for a bit? Yes, please give us a dating quest with Odie. That would be fun. I mean, we already got a character quest with him, but that's... Anyway. Letter from Parisa. Redacted. It's been a while. How goes your journey? Discovered anything interesting lately? Right now, I'm writing to you from under the shade of the lucent tree. This gorgeous kind still lazily stretches its branches like it always does, and the dark forest is as cozy and calm as ever. It's probably because spring is almost there, but we've been getting a bit more rain. The weather hasn't cooled off though. Everything feels softly wrapped in a warm haze. The raindrops glisten on the lucent tree's leaves, making the light appear all dreamy, like something out of a fairy tale. Like and Florbell were saying how the tree looks even more romantic now. And I'd have to agree. Lately, this place has become a favorite for dates. Even Lower Swish pales in comparison. After all, Lower Swish won't be in full bloom for another month, and there's something uniquely magical about the fleeting, rain-kissed early spring view here. What about you? What views are you feasting your eyes on right now? I bet there's nothing sort of spectacular too. If you have the time, maybe you'd like to drop by and see the lucent tree for yourself. I've enclosed our newest blend of herbal tea, made bright new wishes. Yeah. Redacted. It's been a while. How are things on your end? Discovered any uncharted lands lately? Even if you don't send word of your exploits always finds its way to me. I like how they basically confirm that Merlin never responds to these letters. At least not to Miral. Anyway. After all, the passing merchants never miss a chance to spin tales of Merlin, the legendary mage. Your adventures are like rare treasures in this otherwise ordinary world. Everyone hungers for a taste of the extraordinary, and you never fail to deliver. But, as much as I enjoy hearing second-hand tales, nothing compares to hearing them directly from you, or, better yet, witnessing them for myself. Surely, as your student, I've earned that small privilege, haven't I? The last time we shared a meal was during the winter festival. I still take out the flower you gave me to admire it. And today, as luck would have it, I wandered to our old meeting spot in Holystone and found flowers already blooming. That's when it dawned on me. Spring is quietly on its way. And it's been nearly 2 months since we last met. Even as I put pen to paper, I can't tell which I feel more strongly, the joy of seeing spring's arrival or the ache of missing you. If anyone has the answer, it's you, my all-knowing teacher. I'm enclosed a few small gifts. I hope that by the time spring comes in its full glory, we can meet her once again. I'll show you the very first flower that bloomed. Your forever companion and student, Miral. Well, that's a decent amount of diamonds at least. Anyway, there's also a letter from Walker, but it's not a Valentine's letter. I think it was from yesterday actually, so this is a bit late, but oh well. Redacted. No, that's not her voice. It has been a few days since we parted, yet thought of your current endeavors lingers in my mind. What calls your attention these days? The Snowspire Festival in Cedartown has come to an end, though the spirit of the Emberlight Festival still lingers in the frosty air. Cedartown, nestled at the base of the towering white peaks, stays true to its traditions. Fireworks are only allowed on festival nights and in carefully chosen areas to keep everyone safe in these rugged lands. Some visiting merchants have grumbled that these rules take away some of the fun, but I'd argue that Whiteridge has its own unique charm. Instead of fireworks, lanterns take the spotlight. Snow sculptures stand out like quiet sentinels, and ice lanterns glow with unmatched brilliance. Just a few days ago, I walked through the streets and couldn't help but marvel at how the town felt like something out of a dream, vivid lights and untouched snow blending into a magical scene. I overheard someone asking if such beauty came from magic, alchemy, or even dwarven handiwork. Alchemy, or even dwarven handiwork. The question piqued my curiosity, but I quickly realized it's a mystery for someone with a sharper mind than mine. Perhaps when you visit, you'll uncover the answer I couldn't find. Redacted, my friend. I hope we can walk these streets together someday. The snow and lanterns. The snow and lanterns would be even more magical with you here, and I'm certain Cedartown's famous desserts would taste better in your company. If you are right now, I'm sure the innkeeper of the Frost Paw would welcome you with a feast. I'm sending along an ancient rune I recently found. I heard mages use relics like these to earn great rewards, so I hope it proves useful. Wishing you safe travels and good health. Always your loyal ally, Waka. I don't know. I feel like Waka has a pretty sharp mind of her own, but I feel like she's saying this because she just wants you to come and solve it with her. So I wonder if that's actually like a suggestion of a new quest that's going to come. Like a story quest. Also, I apparently have to finish these if I want to. Like, there are some quests I need to. That I can only unlock after I finish these, so I'll have to get around to that eventually. And. The Nocturne Judicator. About to hatch in 9 days. Well, 9 days and 10 hours. Kind of interesting.
The forest will always protect its children.
Every sword is a witness. May the wind and frost unite as one.
The forest will always protect its children.
Every sword is a witness. It's my turn to shine.
Time for you to feel the pain.
Not bad at all.
Time for you to feel the pain.
Not bad at all.
That gets a bit better, but at least I got some new invites from that. Oh, right. Maybe I should equip this new equipment. Oh, and a new artifact. Storm Strike spell. Summons a lightning strike whenever an enemy hero cumulatively loses 40% of their HP, dealing magic damage equal to 60% of team attack, while reducing their vitality by 40 and energy and hit by 40 for 6 seconds. That's interesting. Doesn't really sound like... I mean, if it... okay. Yeah, that could be nice. No. Spring expansion. I really wonder what that is about. I'm guessing it will have something to do with spring. But yeah. Also, Callan.
Primary command.
Callan's
Protect.
rate up is out now, which is interesting. Some people thought it's weird that we're getting 2 A levels in a row, but to me that's not too strange because during Song of Strife we also got like almost right after we had Soren, from what I remember, so they have done 2 A levels in the past. But what I find interesting about it is that I was expecting to get far more, the sexy wolf guy next, and so that makes me wonder, when are we getting him? Are they actually going to do him next so we get 3 A levels in a row, or will he be coming later? Of course, I probably won't be going for him for... I
Primary command.
definitely won't
Protect.
be going for this guy. I mean, he's kind of interesting, but because it's like, oh my god, okay, that's... oh, that's kind of amazing actually. But I won't be going for his banner up
Primary command.
because you see I am a little bit limited on resources right now, and I would rather save for an S level, because I already went for Volka, who is an A level.
With this sword, you shall be purged!
So that means that if they release another A level that I really want instead, then I could use the swap tickets. This. But then if they, on the other hand, if they release another AS level hero, then of course I can use that to swap them. I would have to do that with another S level hero. So that's why I think it's better to just do 1 A level for now and then try and get enough for an S level, so that I have the possibility of using both swap tickets. And so on this account, I don't think I will not be going for Callan. I could maybe
Primary command.
I could do him on my on my global account, because I do have a fair bit of diamonds saved up there. And I mean, he's kind of interesting. Like, he has a very different design, and this headwear is amazing. So I'm thinking about it.
Primary command.
But so far
Protect.
he seems, but so far also he seems like a skip to me. Like he is another
Signal unknown. Engaging alert protocol.
Greyborn tank, and I did wonder if it turned out to be really good,
Primary command.
if he would make Torrent kind of obsolete, but I think that Torrent is at least good for now. And I just
for my eternal slumber.
and I just got some copies of this guy recently, so he's just one copy away from being finished now. And wait, did I get him from this yet? Yeah, I did. So, but I need just one more copy of Torrent, so I don't think another Greyboard tank is what I need most right now anyway. Even if I could afford him.
Primary command. Protect.
But I am about to get another S level from this now. And I hope to get... To be honest, I want... I'm seeing if I can make it give me Carolina, because I want... No, I want her as well. But let's see.
Hi. Let's go, folks!
Oh.
The action's about to kick off!
Oh, that's some
Huh? Hold on.
complete
Is the competition
Nicola.
starting?
That's not bad.
Contestants, don't let me down, alright?
Now I could get her hat if I wanted to. Of course, it doesn't really look good with this hair, but maybe with a different hair. That's maybe not the most Urta-friendly team, but let's see. Not my dreamy crown, which I never use. Okay, that looks a little too painful. Uh, like this could work. That's cute. Hmm. Anyway, I do actually like this hairstyle a lot, but I wish that I could recolor it. But that's true of a lot of the quest hair colors that we get. Like, why can't we recolor them? No, that one I don't care about, but like this and well, it's mostly this one that I want on this account because I kind of prefer darker hairstyles on my female Merlin. But let's see. Oh, cute. Oh, this kind of works. Well, I could just give...
Huh?
I could just give her some
Is that a
hamsters.
gift for me? Well, thanks.
But at the same time, I tend to already use her a lot, so... I don't know. I kind of like to let her affinity build naturally instead of just maxing it out with giving her gifts. But I guess she can have
Is
some
that a gift for me?
hamsters.
Well, thanks.
I guess she can have some hamsters.
Is that a gift for me? Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is for me? Awesome.
Something about those voice lines sounds a bit too muffled, but maybe it's just because the headphones I'm using aren't the best quality. How much do I need for the hat? Okay.
Sand everywhere. Is that a gift for me? Well, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, and I got some affinity tails. Let's see. Mikola once walked from sunrise to sunset without a sip of water, tirelessly moving between arenas as the commentator, yet her voice stayed clear and bright. The bones on her ears and ankles aren't just for show. Mikola skillfully orchestrates a harmonious symphony with every step and flick of her bells. An announcer must understand the battle, sometimes even predicting the outcome before the contestants, her predecessor once said, and Mikola keeps these words close to her heart. Mikola has mastered various weapons and martial arts to ensure her commentary is both insightful and enthralling. Every announcer has their own reason for stepping into the arena. Some love the spotlight, while others enjoy controlling the battlefield, but Mikola has always loved the combat itself. When shockwaves from powerful attacks ripple across the battlefield, her agile tail guides her to the perfect spot to continue her commentary. Mikola has many jingling items, mainly two kinds. Bells, bells for marking match progress and drums for heating up the atmosphere. Though she loves watching fights, Mikola doesn't stir trouble needlessly, but if both sides are already on the verge of clashing, she's quick to fan flames. Though she loves watching fights, Mikola doesn't... Wait, I don't remember. From a young age, Mikola's talents in singing, poetry, and fighting shone brightly, leaving her singing teaching extremely disheartened when she chose to be an announcer. Oh, so she can sing too, that's interesting. Reminds me that there was this ad that kind of made Mikola sound like a bard, but of course bard class isn't a thing in this game, but if it was, then I would imagine her as a bard. Anyway, maybe she could start a band with Lorson. Anyway, Mikola can't stand being alone. She thrives in the company of others. The larger the crowd, the more animated and dazzling her performance becomes. Oh, there we go. That's the hat I wanted. That's cute. It would be kind of more fitting if I had Sinbad as my companion, maybe, but here's another one I don't just want to give a bunch of stuff to in order to max out his affinity yet, because I actually use him especially lately. So I'm like, well, I don't need to give him anything. I actually use him, but I will see. Maybe I'll give him some hamsters as well eventually, so that I can put him in the photo booth with me.
forest wisdom.
Hustle! Let's go! Charge!
Hey! Right it! A bit of experience, a bit of luck.
No, Crystal Crash is about to end.
May the... Oh, I want to leap and dance with joy.
I'm so tired.
Don't worry. My flame burns even more beautifully now. Inventory?
Is the forge hotter?
I'm so tired.
The General has asked me to protect you.
Whew. The color and...
May the lucent tree bestow its blessings upon...
Not
Listen to the sound of fog.
Alright.
Listen.
I was in the process of getting him to +5. Yay, Prowling Woods level 2.
Thunder, lightning.
Right, I don't think I redeemed Volka's the rune that Volka sent me. Hey, more diamonds. And that will help to save up for the next banner that I want to go for. Anyway, do I feel like doing another dwarf quest? I don't think I'm very good at doing the dwarf voices, but I can try since I want to finish them all eventually. Miss Mage, I've been looking for you. Ah, there you are. I was about to grab Hugin and look for you. What can I do for you? I just wanted to let you know that a strange person in town has been looking for you. She's wearing a hood and nobody knows where she lives. I saw a few kids get scared stiff. So I thought I'd ask what she was up to. She didn't say much, just told me to pass along a message. She'll be waiting for you on the road east of town. I couldn't make out her face, but she sounded like a woman. She's not someone out to get you, is she? Of course not. The master is so kind. There's no way she would have enemies. Good to know. You should probably hurry over. If you're late, who knows if she'll still be there. That person he just mentioned must be Volka, right? I wonder what she might need from the Magister this time. Oh, it was Volka after all. I've been waiting for a while. Volka, what brings you all the way to Cedar Town? Did you run into any trouble? Don't worry, it's not that serious. I'm here on behalf of Ludovic. He asked me to help find a painter. As I'm acquainted with the locals of Cedar Town, I can hardly go about openly asking questions. Moreover, appearing as a grey bone possessed certain challenges. Thus, I would greatly appreciate your help. I possess the same question to Ludovic, yet he appears unaware of the painter's name as well. If Ludovic and I were to reveal ourselves, it would likely only instill fear in the people there. As for the details, once we arrive at Everstill Manor, Ludovic will tell you everything himself. Welcome. Pardon me for the sudden invite. Redacted. Welcome mentioned that you're looking for a painter. Do you have any details on them? Please take a look at this painting first. What do you think? I love it. I suppose it's nothing special. I'm not really into art. I'll go with the first. I love it. So, is the artist of this painting the person you're looking for? Yes. This painting displays remarkable technique and has a vibrant spirit. The artist's ability to capture the atmosphere with just a few strokes speaks to their incredible potential. It's a pity the painting remains unfinished. The damage leaves me wondering about its story. Unfortunately, I've been living in seclusion for so long that I hardly know any humans. I can only rely on Valka to seek her assistance. Where did you get this painting? It was delivered to me by a trader who has been providing me with artwork for a long time. I bought it for a very low price. She calls herself the Black Crow Trader, one of the few brave enough to enter the Duskmire Forest. As for her real name, I have no idea. That's fine. Since you done business with her, you must have seen her face at least. Unfortunately, I've never actually met her face to face. She usually leaves the artwork at the designated spot, and I take them while leaving the payment and a small fee behind. Well, this is tricky since we have no idea what she looks like or what her name is. How about we check the meeting spot to see if there are any clues? I'd really appreciate it if you could take a look. The agreed spot is beneath a withered tree north of the waterfall in the Duskmire Forest. Is that on a shortcut to the manor? If you're willing to trek through the swamp, then yes, that's a shortcut. I noticed a human there when I came by. Perhaps she was the Black Crow Trader you referred to. I believe it would be inappropriate for me to engage directly with humans. I will leave this matter in your capable hands, redacted. Rest assured, we'll definitely find out more about that painter for Ludovic. Oh no, that's too high.
A battlefield more merciless than the frigid winter.
The place Ludovic mentioned is right here. Could that person be the Black Crow Trader? Oh. Hello there. How strange. There are others here too. Hey there, are you lost? Do you need help finding your way out? I promise my fees are quite reasonable. Listen to that. That's fiddly something a trader would say. Uh-huh. How did you know I'm a trader? I also know you sell artwork. Are you the one living here and doing business with me? No, that can't be right. A living human like you can't possibly live in the Duskmire forest. I won't keep you guessing any longer. The one buying art from you is our friend. He asked us to check on something for him. Oh, I see. You really surprised me there. Go ahead and ask what you need. Considering the generous fee your friend left behind, I won't charge you this time. Do you remember selling him a damaged painting before? He wants to know who the painter is. A damaged painting. Can you be more specific? I always sell a lot of damaged paintings. Well, oh, that one. I got it from a banker who said it was a debt repayment from a borrower, so it wasn't worth much, and that's why the price was so low. As for the painter, hold on, let me check my transaction records. Aha, found it. The painter is a young man named Levski, and he lives at the western edge of Cedar Town. Perfect! Let's set out to find Levski now. What's with all these people around here? It sounds like they're talking about Levski. Let's ask around. You can't blame Levski for the debt entirely. Excuse me, Mom. Is this Levski's home? Why are there so many people here? You're in the right place. As for the crowd, they're all here to collect debts. Isn't Levski a painter? How did he end up in so much debt? It's all because of his illness. That boy had a real gift for painting and a bright future ahead, but who would have thought he'd suddenly fall seriously ill? To afford his treatment, his father, Evgeny, borrowed from neighbors and even sought loans from merchants and bankers, but that poor boy's condition just keeps getting worse. It won't be easy for them to pay off their debts anytime soon. Door above, I hope Levski's family can find their way out of this dark time soon. How are they ever going to clear those debts? Hey, I never seen you around before. Are you here to collect debts too? Levski has nothing of value left. If the amount he owes you isn't too high, maybe you could extend him some grace. We're not here to collect debts. But what you just said, is it really true that the Levski family can't pay off their debts at all? Why would I lie about that? They've had plenty of creditors show up before today. Anything of value has long been taken as collateral for their debts. There's nothing left now. Even so, more people keep showing up to collect their debts. Who knows when their depths of hardship will come to an end. Levski's really had it rough. Sick and buried in debt at the same time. Poor him. Let's try talking to this debt collector first. If he doesn't leave, we won't even get a chance to see Levski. Quit playing hide and seek. Pay up. Excuse me? What do you want? Can't you see I'm in the middle of collecting debt? Get lost. Pay up, Levski. Evgeny, get out here and pay up. I know you're in there. Quit shouting. Levski's ill and needs rest. Seriously, everyone's already said they're broke. What's the point of all this yelling? Are you the relatives or just some wannabe heroes trying to play the savior? If you really want to be the savior, just pay the debt. Once I get the money, I'll be out of here without a fuss. I'm not related to them. Then you shouldn't be meddling here. Plus, the deadline to pay has already passed. I've given them more than enough chances. I can't keep letting this drag on. Just give them another extension. Isn't earning more interest better? That's true. But my interest rates aren't high. I'm barely making anything. Come on, money doesn't grow on trees. I need my money back for my own business. If you're not going to pay for them, then stop getting in my way. Or else... Don't say I didn't warn you. Shippy Hammy, let's fight. You. If it weren't for those two rats beside you, I'd take you down myself. Just you wait. I'll teach you Levski a lesson soon. That guy's finally gone. Now let's knock on Levski's door. Is that you, the kind soul who just helped me? Come on in.
What kind of dream will we have today?
I'd like to know how the kind guy is doing right now. Did you mention a kind guy? Yes, he faced the Hypergeans alone to protect us. It was so long ago that I'd forgotten his name and what he looked like. All I can remember is his little mustache. No, he didn't have a mustache. He was a drifter back then, and I think his name was Iger. Who is the kind guy? I no longer remember his face, but I think his name is Iger. Yes, Iger. He was once a drifter in town. Sometimes I wish he could come back as an undead. Why? We were just a bunch of kids when he rescued us. I suppose he's passed away by now. If he weren't an undead now, at least Cayman and I could thank him in person. Oh, that's nice. Maybe if we ever meet him again, we could tell him about that. And like, you know, I was thinking about how in the story they really like to push this idea that being a Greyborn is so horrible because Greyborns don't feel things that living people do or something. But I mean, but at the same time, it does seem like they are still capable of tasting things and such. So it's not like they are completely without nerve endings, and so it seems like the issue is more about this idea that basically it's more of a social problem, that the issue of being a Greyborn is more of a social nature than self-preservation one. So honestly, it seems like being a Greyborn isn't that horrible as long as you know, people don't solely hate you because of that. But anyway, thank you for standing up for me. Levski can only speak to you while lying down, so I hope you'll understand. Oh, he's a good guy. Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping my father chase them off. I'm sorry. Lying down is the only way I feel a bit better. What can I do for you? Our friend brought one of your paintings from a trader, but it arrived damaged. He was quite disappointed and wanted to know what happened to it. We didn't know the name of the painting, but the trader said it was given to the banker as a form of debt repayment. Do you remember which one it is? Oh, that one. Of course I remember. That was the last painting I created before I became ill. It was my pride and joy, born from a burst of creativity. When I was working on it, I felt as if Dura was finally favoring me. I used only the best materials for that piece. The sturdiest canvas, the finest colors, and the best brushes that felt perfect in my grip. I was convinced that once I finished this painting, I would gain fame and become a master who pioneers a new style. But I didn't manage to complete it before my body collapsed. I could no longer stand or hold the brush. Even just breathing drained all my energy. I can't. Calm down. You'll definitely get better. Tell me, why was the painting ruined? Magister, that sounds rather insensitive. No, it's alright. I'm just glad you didn't see me as a weak patient. The painting was taken as debt repayment by my creditors. Those traders and bankers only care about its value. They don't appreciate the true beauty of art. They tossed the painting into a pile of junk during their scuffle, and that's how it ended up damaged. You must be devastated to see your work ruined. Yes, it was my final masterpiece. Don't worry, our friend greatly admires your painting. He'll make sure it's well cared for. That's wonderful to hear. It's good to know that someone truly values my work. Please convey my thanks to the buyer. It means so much to me that he values my work. You've returned. I can tell from your faces that you found the painter. So the thing is, poor Levski. Levski's situation is heartbreaking. He had the potential to become a remarkable artist, but fate dealt him a cruel blow from illness. A bedridden artist and an unfinished masterpiece. It's a sorrowful tale. Such stories have existed for so long. It's not uncommon to hear of similar fates. Are you talking about yourself? I mean, Ludovic shouldn't have any problem continuing to paint, right? Because he's a greyborn, even if he hates being one, apparently. Have you met someone like that? I remember you saying that your parents used to decorate the manor with your paintings. Wait, are you implying that a similar story is your own? That doesn't really matter. I have one more favor to ask. I'd like to restore this painting, but I may need some special materials. If it's just about fixing the canvas, magic would work perfectly. Absolutely. With your magic, this will be so easy peasy. And if you need a little extra help, you got the best mage right here to help you out. Magic might fix it and add some color, but it could also overshadow the painting's inherent beauty. The passage of time is what truly honors great artwork. Let's go see how we can restore it. Shapey can't help but notice that the frame of this painting is super wobbly and the canvas has some bumps, making it look kinda dirty. Shapey, look more closely. The canvas has already been smoothed out. What you see are the stains. Aside from that, the most severe problem is the wear on the painting, especially around the torn edges. Like I said earlier, we need some special paint to fix this painting. It should have better coverage than the other ones, than the ones sold by the Black Crow trader. As for the frame, it deserves sturdier wood. Where can we find those materials? The Duskmire Forest has the right kind of wood. I can make the paint myself, but I need the dust from the wings of the Oculus bats. Let's head into the depths of the Duskmire Forest, where the Oculus bats live. Ludovic, can you really make paint just from the dust from the Oculus bats? No, it only serves to enhance the paint's opacity. Look, there's an Oculus bass right there.
Ah, a familiar battlefield. A victory worth celebrating.
Shapey didn't expect to see that many eyes on a bat's wings. Shapey, man up. Just collect the dust with your eyes closed. I'll be right here to guide you. Alright. Shapey can do this. Shapey's a brave knight. Your strength is impressive. I never expected defeating the Oculus bats to be this easy. I thought you often came to get materials. You're welcome. When I was young, or rather, when I was still alive, I dreamed of searching for materials myself and creating the finest paints. Regrettably, my incurable genetic illness rendered me frail, making even travel a daunting task. The prospect of venturing into remote areas and confronting monsters was simply beyond my grasp. The thought of ever creating anything on my own felt completely unattainable. My greatest longing back then was simply to run and play in the sunlight, just like everyone else. I spent most of my days in a gloomy room where I could almost hear the footsteps of death drawing near. Yet now, I yearn for complete oblivion. It's a bitter irony, isn't it? Anyone can change. Yeah, well, maybe it's just in your nature to always be unhappy. You kind of seem like that type, to be honest. You at least met your past wishes. I suppose that counts as one of the few positives. Magister, we finished collecting all the dust. Ludovic, you seem down. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Let's search for wood to make the frame. I know where the perfect tree is. Come along. Here it is. Is there something special about this tree? It doesn't look all that different to Shapey. I planted it back when I was alive. After I learned that my illness couldn't be cured, I came here to see if I could still bring life to something else. I hoped that this tree would carry my hopes and thrive in my stead. However, I never imagined I'd continue on in this form. Now, as it withers, here I still am. I once buried a charm with my name beneath it, hoping it would protect the tree. Now it's time to take it back. I found it. Now let's return to Aristil Manor and restore the painting. Thank you all for helping me gather these materials. Now I can begin restoring the painting. As for this charm, hold on, Ludovic, why did you break it? Because it's made of lapis lazuli. To keep the paint colors vibrant, I'll need lapis lazuli powder mixed with the dust we just collected. But isn't lapis lazuli super rare and valuable? Plus, this charm held your hopes from your past life. It feels like a pity to break it. He can decide what to do with it. It's worth quite a fortune. Well, it's meaningless for a Greyborn. The person who buried the charm is long gone, and that chapter of life is completely closed. This charm, along with its intangible hopes, has lost all significance. Please leave the restoration to me. I kindly ask you to make another trip to Cedar Town to inform Levski that I'm in the process of restoring his painting. Tell him to be patient a little longer. Once it's restored, I will return it to him. Kind souls, are you here to visit me? Hey, Levski, we got great news for you. Our friend is working on fixing your painting, and you'll get it back real soon. Oh, Durabo, is that really true? Don't get too worked up. You need to stay calm. I'm just really happy. Sorry about that. I get that you're thrilled, but your health is what matters most right now. How about I give you a quick health checkup? That would be great. To be honest, I can barely afford to go to the doctors. How am I doing? Will my body last until the painting is fixed? Don't worry. You're fine. Just make sure you rest and take your medication as directed. That's a relief. I think I'll take another nap. Hammy, you seem worried. Is something up with Levski's health? He could die any day. At this point, no medication will make a difference, and he can go at any time. For now, we can only hope he stays positive. Maybe that will help him hold on a little longer. Let's not just sit and wait. We need to hurry back to Aristil Manor and tell Ludovic to work faster. Ludovic, we need to speak to you. Please don't shout. Shh, please. Be quiet. Oh, distinguished guests, I must ask you not to raise your voices within ever still manner. As the name suggests, this place thrives on tranquility. His lordship dislikes disturbances. Please, Waclaw, we need to speak with Ludovic. Ahem. His lordship is currently absorbed in restoring a painting, and there is nothing more pressing to him right now. We have news about the painter. Levski may not hold on much longer. Oh no, that is certainly a grave matter. His lordship requires complete focus during his work. It would be inappropriate to disturb him at this moment. Please, Waclaw, we must let Ludovic know this as soon as possible. Very well, very well. I will convey your message to his lordship, but whether he agrees to meet you depends on his discretion. You are welcome to find ways to occupy yourself in the manner while I return shortly. I don't know, if we're in such a hurry for him to finish the painting, isn't it better to not disturb him in the process of restoring the painting? Like, I don't really feel like this will help him hurry quicker, since he already seems pretty determined to finish it. Anyway. A broken plate. My dear child, may your freedom remain unbound. May your soul roam freely forever. May you never suffer from illness or disappointment. May you always remember your true love and reach the pinnacle of art. With love, Papa and Mama. Hello there, Flower. Honored guests, I hope you're doing well. Aren't you the flower attendant we met earlier? I think you have mistaken me for someone else. While you've been visiting Everstill Manor quite often lately, I never spoken with you. Oh, you do talk differently. The last attendant seemed rather timid. The timid flower attendant. Ah, you mean the one who organizes the painting tools. He has been feeling a bit worn out lately, but don't worry, he's not near the point of withering yet. Wait. Flower attendants can wither? Yes. Although his lordship has granted us bodies and consciousnesses, we are still at our core everblooms. Even with prolonged life, withering remains the fate of every flower. These are the words his lordship told me, and I did my best to remember them. Strangely enough, his lordship claims to envy us everblooms, believing that our eventual withering is something to be desired. I still can't grasp that idea. His lordship's thoughts are certainly quite intricate. Yeah, or maybe it's just in his nature to be envious, you know. Don't let me hear you call his lordship by name again. You, all of you, I heard you calling his lordship by his name again. You already been granted a considerable privilege here, yet you dare to speak his name directly. You should address him as Lord or his lordship. Ludovic didn't mind. Why do you insist on correcting us? What could a hamster like you possibly know about noble pride? His lordship's title isn't just for show. Well, I'm sure earning the title of Viscount at Ludovic's age is quite impressive, but... The word impressive doesn't even cover it. Let me tell you how his lordship earned it. It was purely due to his wonderful artistic skills. Not a single battle, not a single medal, the sheer extraordinary talent. And trust me, that kind of honor isn't given to just anyone. In the entire Lightbearer Empire, his lordship is the only one with such recognition. So yes, a little extra respect wouldn't kill you. Hey, wait. Where are you going? I'm not finished yet. Dear guest, his lordship will meet with you at the front courtyard. Let's hurry over and tell him about Levski. Thank you for delivering the message for me. I'm aware of Levski's condition. We really need to expedite the restoration process. The painting has been fully reimagined, and now it's simply a matter of assembling the pieces and placing them into a new frame. I would greatly appreciate your assistance, and as I'm concerned that time is of the essence. Wouldn't it be fun if this was timed? I think that would be super fun. Oh, finally! Sheepy's eyes are practically going cross-eyed from all the details. Redacted. I'll need your help again to return this to Levski. Why don't you deliver it yourself? I'm sure he'd like to meet you. It's best if Greyborn limit their contact with humans. But I'm sure Levski would like to meet the one who restored his masterpiece. How about you wait outside Cedar Town? That way, we can find you in no time. You know Levski's condition. I understand. I'll wait for you outside Cedar Town. I believe you should set off at your earliest convenience. Why isn't Levski at home? He couldn't have... No, that can't be. Let's ask his father. It's all my fault. I couldn't afford treatment. Excuse me. Do you know where Levski is? Oh, kind souls. Thank you for keeping him in your thoughts. But he has already... I'm so deeply sorry for your loss. It was a miracle that Levski managed to hold on this long. And thanks to the good news you shared, he left this world peacefully, with hope in his heart. He left a letter for you, right on the table. He said you could just surely come. I'm sorry, but I need some time alone. Levski's letter, huh? Dear friends, I may have already gone by the time this letter reaches you. I'm deeply sorry I couldn't thank you in person. Let me express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you, as well as your friend. Thank you for recognizing the beauty of my painting and restoring it. Most of all, I'm grateful that you were kind enough to return it to me. It's a shame that I probably won't live to see it in good shape again. Even though you all have been reassuring me, I know I'm on my last legs. I'm sorry to impose this on you, but I have one last request. I'd like my family to have this painting as a remembrance of my time in this world. To treat my illness, my father burned money from a river and is still buried in debt to this day. The painting is the only legacy I can leave for my destitute family. It hasn't been named yet, has it? If you don't mind, I like to call it unfinished, since it's my unfinished work. I'm so lucky to have met you in the final moments of my life. May the odds be ever in your favor. Yours sincerely, Levski. painting is Levski's final piece. This painting is Levski's final piece, which he titled Unfinished. We restored it, and I believe it will be meaningful for you to keep it as a cherished memory of your son. I really appreciate it, but I can't accept this. You bought it, and it feels wrong to take it. Levski wanted you to have it. Oh, Levski. My poor son. Evgeny! Evgeny, open up before I kick it down. I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3. How annoying. Can't I say this isn't a good time? Magister, let's go check who's after. It would be bad if they just barged in. Wait. Seriously, what are you meddling fools doing here? It's you again. Didn't you say to get more time last time? I did, but I never said how much more. Now that Levski's gone, who knows how long this old man will stall on his steps. I swear I'll get it sorted. I'll find a job starting tomorrow. Oh, come on. You owe too much to cover it in a day. What if you skip town? I think I should just throw you out now and take this house for what you owe. This is ridiculous. You can't just take his house like that.
Anyone need Hammy to do some magic?
She should be able to beat her asses, right? Oh, maybe not. Without some help. Extra help. Oh no. Well, I guess we can finish the quest now. Guess the poor old guy will have to be thrown out because Sheepy and Hammy wasn't able to beat up the mercenary. Okay.
Anyone need Hammy to do some magic?
Ah, a familiar battlefield.
That should be fine.
A victory worth celebrating.
You actually hurt a ton of my mercenaries. I'm going to make you pay for this. Everyone, listen up. I lent this old man money for his son to see a doctor, and now that Levski's gone, he thinks he can get away with violence instead of paying me back. What? You're the one who threw the first punch. Let's talk about Levski. He always acted so superior, going on and on about art, kissing up to the nobles. But when he got sick, not one of those nobles bothered to visit him. Only we decent folks were willing to lend him money. And now that he's gone, his father won't pay us back. What a lousy bunch with no integrity. I mean, his illness? That's just karma coming back around. You. How could you say something like that? Evgeny, these nosy people will leave soon enough, but you can't escape your debts. If you don't pay up soon, I might actually... Did I just hear you say the word karma? I demand you repeat what you just said. You're an undead. You still haven't answered my question. I promise I won't come back. Just let me go. He sure can make a quick exit. It's really an undead. It's okay, Agony. This is our friend Ludovic. He won't hurt you. That's right. Ludovic's the one who bought your son's painting and fixed it. So you're the kind-hearted artist. I never imagined you'd be an undead. I apologize if I startled you. I wouldn't have revealed myself had that man not uttered such insufferable remarks. I was going to beat him up. Letting your temper get the best of you isn't exactly ideal. Sir, I have a favor to ask you. Could you finish the painting that Levski left behind? Why? I think a complete painting would sell for more than an unfinished one. Huh? Why would you want to sell it? I don't understand either. This painting was Levski's pride and joy, and he really wanted you to have it. I know, I have let him down, but I'm out of options. My family's buried in debt, and we're struggling to put food on the table. I can manage hunger, but I can't let my wife and daughter starve. As much as I'd love to keep the painting, all I can do is look at it and be reminded of my son, who will never come back. But if I sell it, my family can get by. We can find a way to pay off our debts and keep living. You have a point, but I still think you shouldn't sell it. If I had another way, I wouldn't want to sell Levski's last piece. Shippy can tell this must be a really tough choice for you. So, Ludovic, would you be willing to help him out? The painting's almost done. It shouldn't take much longer to finish. Wait, don't just walk away without a word. Ludovic, why did you sleep like that? Erkin still needs your help. I must confess, I do not wish to help him with this. Why not? I can see you really torn. Why not? Ever since the day I died, I've not been the same Ludovic anymore. You mean you're not being the sickly little sad kid that you used to be? Why are you talking about yourself all of a sudden? Because I know better than anyone that a lost life cannot be restored. Even upon return, one is never truly the same. When the essence of existence shifts, I remain merely a grey bone bearing the name Ludovic. Likewise, should another complete the unfinished painting, it would lose its intrinsic artistic merit and singular importance. Life and death, wholeness and incompleteness, each possess their own inherent meaning, yet they can never be intertwined, nor should they be. You're the only Ludovic I know. I'm not entirely clear on the point you're trying to make. What Manchester is saying is that we only know you as the Greyborn Ludovic, which means you can lead a life that's different from the human Ludovic. By completing Levski's painting, you'd be imparting a fresh meaning to it. Perhaps you're right, but a new meaning. But can a new meaning truly surpass the old one? I'm afraid I cannot agree with your perspective. I mean, if you think about it, creating is all about change, you know. About, like, the idea of something new, so like about transformation. So actually I think that could be nice if you did add something to it instead of like being like, well, but it won't be the same thing anymore, but it could still be meaningful because it's like anyway. But either way, they're out of options now. Exactly. If Levski's family were gone, the painting will lose all its meaning, no matter how long it endures. Yeah, nothing lasts forever anyway. Like, eventually the painting is going to fade, and so you know. Your Lordship, Shippy knows you have a big heart. You'll help them, won't you? You have me convinced. While money may not quantify the true value of art, it can certainly demonstrate that Levski's life held significance. I shall offer a fair price for that painting, but beyond this, my capacity to assist is limited. That's wonderful. Shippy knew you would be so kind. With enough money, they can finally settle the debts and start anew. Let's hurry back to Eugenie. I thought you had all left. Oh, they're above. Kind sir, have you returned to help me out? I regret that I cannot complete the painting, but I may be able to offer my assistance in another regard. While I'm unaware of the exact amount of your debts, I would be willing to acquire the painting at 5 times its value, a sum ample enough to pursue a modest estate. 5 times its value? Ludovic must be loaded. The Valista family sure is rich. 5 times? That's way too much. I can't accept that. Look, even for Levski's sake, this painting isn't worth that much. I suppose I'll take 3 times its value, and that should be enough to help us pay off our debts and find a little place. Alright, 3 times it shall be. I can't thank you enough. You're truly a generous soul. This is great. Now they won't have to deal with those annoying debt collectors anymore. Ludovic, are you going to sprinkle a little preservation magic on this painting since you spent so much money buying it? That will not be necessary. I intend to bring it back to Everstill Manor, where it shall gracefully decay until it is no more. After all, every entity in this world should have its own destined end. I guess. Quest complete. Unfinished. Levski's story as a brilliant yet cursed artist struck a chord with Ludovic, who spared no expense to acquire his final piece unfinished. Yay. Oh, that seems so unlike the new quest. No, I think I'm a bit too tired, like my voice, to be doing that another quest right now. That's fun that we keep like exploring more of Ludovic. I hope we get something like this. I hope we get some quests with Igor as well at some point. Anyway.
Ah, a familiar battlefield.
Time for work again.
Thunder, lightning.
Every sword is a witness.
Thunder, lightning. Forest wisdom. Forest wisdom.
The forest will always protect its children. Forest wisdom. Forest wisdom.
A dream come true.
Right, now that McCoy is done,
Primary command. Protect.
I should remember to change my wish list.
Oh, good day.
This was nothing.
Huh? Hold up. Is the competition starting?
I could craft one. I don't know how necessary it is though.
Huh? Is the bell coming loose?
Well, I guess that's it for today.
That's much better.
Goodbye.